Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have like first night of no child in months. Like the last time was when Luke had his eye operation, but obviously that wasn't.
That was August.
And that wasn't relaxing. Obviously, that was Luke had an operation. And before that,
the wedding,
which was
June.
That's insane. So we have not had a date night in at least 5 months. Before we moved, even since then we didn't have one. So it's probably been about 5-6 months since we had a date night. We have the opportunity to have a date night right now, and we're currently in Asda car park.
I don't know what to do.
All day we've been like, so we've been out for a pumpkin patch today.
Start again.
We've been pumpkin picking, and we've like had a really lovely day out with Lila. Lila's currently at my mum's, and we've been trying to think of what we want to do all day, and we really don't know.
We had lunch.
Yes.
Well, I had lunch, so I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry. We've come to Asda because, let's face it, we all know my favourite thing to do is spend money. We need to get Lila some bits. We thought maybe we'd go bowling, but neither of us can be asked. Luke's just mentioned pool, is it?
Go and play pool.
But can you be asked?
No.
It's like, we've got the opportunity to go and do whatever we want, and all we want to do is just go sit at home. But we never get the opportunity to do anything, just us two.
No.
So it's like we don't want to waste the only night that we're probably going to have in months. We don't want to go drink. I don't drink.
No.
You don't want to drink.
No. There's a sports bar in Sleaford.
What are we going to do? Sit there and have a drink and watch football?
No, play pool, darts, air hockey.
Oh, is that new place that's open near ours?
Hmm.
We could do that. Take a walk down there. Your face just shows that you really can't be asked. I get it though. I'm feeling the exact same. I literally just want to go home, put my pajamas on and ignore everybody. But we do that every night anyway, so yeah. We can't do that tonight.
Do the same as normal, but just don't put Lila to bed.
Yeah, and it's not like Lila, as soon as Lila's asleep, she's asleep.
Yeah.
And she goes to bed early, so it's not like we don't get that time anyway. If I'm honest, right, and I even said this to Mum, the only thing that I want to get out of having Lila having a sleepover is one, so she can obviously spend time with my mum and stepdad. 2, so I can have a lie-in. So I'm not up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've not got an alarm. That's the only thing I want.
Yeah.
We've literally just spent the entire time looking at toys. We've got like a million of our friends' kids' birthdays. Yeah, it's all in October and November, so we've literally got a trolley full of toys trying to make sure that everybody's birthday's ticked off. We've decided we're not going to be recluse. We've just got back and we've decided we're going to go out with our friends to... I've never actually been there. It's like a bar, but I think it's got like pool game and like air hockey and stuff like that. So our friends are on their way round and then we're going to go there. I'm going to give you a haul of what we got from Asda. We ended up going in and getting more than we actually bargained for, but we've got... I need some blister plasters because I've got some new work shoes and they hurt. We've got Lila a cute little jumper that is, I don't know if you see here, but it's absolutely adorable and it's got like New York on the back. Then Lila also needs some new leggings, so we've got a pack of leggings, just a standard 3-pack. Got ovulation tests, not for the reason you're thinking. I have been suffering with a lot of pain like midway through my cycle, and it's nothing to do with my like actual period. And I think it's because I'm ovulating, but I want to do this just to find out and make sure it is because of that. I have no clue about my cycle. I'm trying to figure it all out. Definitely not for trying for children, that is not why I have these. But Lila's socks and vests, got a few packs of those, another pack of socks, more vests, and that is it for that bit. And we've also got a lot of kids' birthdays coming up, as I was saying, so we've got this wooden like horse set, which is absolutely adorable. This is a present for Lila's birthday. It's a unicorn that walks. She is gonna love that. She's obsessed with unicorns and anything animal related. Then for another child that we have in our life, this is like a little wooden set, like a puzzle number set for them. And then for a different child whose birthday it also is just like this jungle theme set, which I thought was actually really cool. And I think that's it. I don't think me and Luke actually got anything other than ovulation tests and plasters. Luke didn't get anything for himself, and other than that, I didn't get much for myself either. I just love buying things for the home, and that I did not do today. I didn't buy anything for the home, other than we've put a wreath on our front door that we got from the pumpkin patch. That I bought today. Yes, Lila? I'm gonna come get you soon. I missed you. show? Pardon?
On the phone.
Oh, cuddle on the phone. Oh, I love you.
Yes. Feel like it on you.
Yeah, you cuddle me. Oh. Good morning, guys. Please excuse the state of me. I've literally done nothing to myself this morning. We had actually a really good night last night. So we messaged some of our friends and 2 of our friends were able to come and meet us. So we went to, I don't really know, it's like it's a place where you can go and eat, have a drink, but then go upstairs and like play games and stuff, so like air hockey. However, that bit was closed because it was so dead. Like I think we were like one of 2 tables that were full in there last night. But to be fair, it was actually really nice. It was really quiet. We all just had some food, which was really good food, and it was really cheap. Had a drink, and then we all came back to our house and we just sat in the living room. This is how old we feel. We all just sat and had a cup of tea. And we were just chatting about life for a couple of hours, and it's so nice just to do. I think, I don't know about anybody else, but as a mum you can get so stuck in being a mum, going to work, being a partner, being a mum, going to work, being a partner. And it was just, I don't know, it was just nice to socialise and talk about things other than, I mean obviously we spoke about work, we spoke about Lila, you know, bits like that, but it was also nice to speak about like our friends' things and, you know, their work, and it was just really nice. It was a lovely evening and I'm just so glad we did it. What time do you think I got up this morning? Bearing in mind the one reason why me and Luke asked my mum to have Lila was just so we can have a lie-in. What time are you saying? Comment down below. I got up at 7:30, maybe just a bit before. I looked at the ceiling. I thought, oh, it's got to be about 8, 9 o'clock, you know, it's got to be. I think it was like 7:15. And I rolled back over, I was like, it's okay, I can go back to sleep. And then I needed the toilet. And then Luke was fidgeting. I was like, I'm just up. Like once I'm awake, that's it. I can't go back to sleep, you know, I've got things going on in my mind like, oh, you got this to do, you got this to do, you got this to do. So I was up and ready for the day at 7:30. However, it was nice just to, it's the little things that we like took for granted before having Lila. So, you know, just laying in bed and then opening your eyes and being able to just look at the ceiling, or, you know, being able to just grab your phone. Whereas if you've got an almost 3-year-old running in your bedroom, like Lila is high energy the second she gets up. She comes in our room and she's so happy and she's telling us all about her dreams and giving us teddies and stuff, which is adorable. Wouldn't change it for the world. But I do miss just the slow wake up. Like I came downstairs, I fed the cat, I put a wash load on, I made some breakfast, I put some candles on, watched a bit of YouTube on the TV. I did end up FaceTiming my mum and Lila, and that is it. And I'm just, you know, strolling the morning. That slow morning I miss because it doesn't happen very often. But the days that it do happen, I don't take it for granted and I soak it all up. I am, however, really missing Lila, and I'm going to go get her shortly. It's 8:30 currently. I'll be leaving here at about 9:30 to go get her. Luke is currently still in bed. I am not waking him up until I really need to, because it's also his lie-in and he can lie in. If I didn't wake him up, he probably would sleep to about 10, 11 o'clock. And I don't want to ruin that for him just because I'm not a lion person, and I never really have been a lion person. It's hard when all your clothes and everything you need is in the bedroom, so I'm just like waiting it out until I really need to go in there. One day they were all invited to a ball that the prince was holding at the palace, but Cinderella was not allowed to go. Cinderella was left feeling very sad. Then her fairy godmother appeared and said, "You are very good and you deserve to go to the ball." I'm going to make this as short and sweet as possible because for some reason the focus is just completely off and I don't know why. But it's been about a week and a half since the last bit of footage that you guys saw. I don't know if you could tell in that footage, Lila just wasn't herself. I don't know what it was, but it then led on to her was at soft play. She was fine for about half an hour, and then all of a sudden she just plummeted. Like she would not play, she just wanted to sit on me, cling to me. She spiked a temperature, and then, so yeah, we left a bit earlier than what's like we usually would at soft play. Was in the car, she fell asleep. She woke up like 20 minutes later and she was fine. So we said, oh, do you want to go to your swimming lesson or not? She said, yeah. So we went. It was all good. On the way home, she fell asleep again in the car, which doesn't really happen. Like she falls asleep, like that's really it for the day. And we got home and the temperature was like 40 degrees, which is really high. So I gave some Calpol and luckily it brought it down, and we was just trying to keep her cool. But when 4 hours would pass, she would spike the temperature again. More Calpol, and I woke up every 2 hours throughout the night because I was like, I know kids get temperatures all the time, but 40 degrees is really high, and obviously I know that kids can have seizures if it goes too high. So it's like, do we do something about this or do we just wait it through throughout the night, which is what we did. So I set an alarm on my phone and got up every 2 hours. And in the morning, I ended up stabilising. I did take the day off work and stayed at home with her because I wasn't too sure if it was going to spike again. She still wasn't herself, she wasn't eating or anything like that. But throughout the day, she was absolutely fine. And then on the Tuesday, she ended up going back to nursery. I was at work. And everything was fine. And then on the Friday, which was my day off anyway, she woke up about 5, half 5, came and got in our bed, and then just projectile vomited everywhere. Like, projectile. And was like, great, we got a bug. So that's fine, you deal with the bugs that you do. And the sickness continued, and you know, it's just like any normal bug. I wasn't thinking too much into it. I was trying to get her to have fluids, but she was expelling the fluids the second it went in. And then she got a temperature, and I couldn't get her temperature down because the Calpol that I was giving her obviously was coming back up. So I was just monitoring throughout the day. Luke went and got her some, you know, the sachets that they're supposed to like help rehydration and stuff when you're poorly. Those again, coming straight back up. Got to the point where she was showing signs of dehydration, like her skin was blotching, her hands were cold, but her body was hot, her lips were dry, and obviously the temperature. And I just thought, I'm not okay with this, I need to speak to the doctor. So I did asked my GP at the doctor, and they said bring her in, we want to see her. The nurse basically took one look at her and said take her to hospital because I'm worried about severe dehydration. So I ended up taking her to the hospital, and honest guys, they were amazing. We was in there maximum of 3 hours. They gave her some anti-sickness which worked within 10 minutes, and then we did rehydration. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with this autofocus. And then we did rehydration therapy, which was 10 mils of fluid every 10 minutes, and that honestly sorted her right out. She was absolutely fine. Within an hour she was back to, not fully herself, but she was back to herself in a sense. She was asking for food, which was a great sign. And then she started eating. She managed to keep everything down. We came home, she slept all night, and we didn't have any more temperatures, and that's that really. I'm being a monkey as per usual, as you can see in the background. But after that, she was completely back to herself, and she's been fine since. I'm just glad she's feeling better. Because you were poorly, weren't you? In the hospital. But she's the bravest girl, and you'd had your medicine, and you were so helpful for the doctors, weren't you? But that is why that video abruptly ended and nothing really came of it, because the last thing I'm going to think to do is film while she's poorly. But it's getting loud in here. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and I'll see you next week.